Guys, welcome back to my channel. SQL Shahid. In last class, we are discussing about the backup information and restore information. In background, whatever the process it happens, right? So backup, whenever we take the backup, full backup, differential backup, and T-log backup. We can read the information, okay, in backend what is that query doing, okay. So what we can do, will be creating one database called as POFDB here. Anything like I want to create that database and table, I have to insert some record into it, and I will be performing that full backup, log backup, differential backup, everything. So we will read the information, okay. Whenever we take the backup, right, whatever it contains, we will be reading that information. Here I have created one table. I will be inserting this value, okay. This way 10,000 time I will be inserting. Before taking the full backup here, I will be checking whether the trace flags are enabled or not, okay. To check the trace flag whether it is enabled or not, we have to run DBCC trace status. So if we run 3004, we can read the backup information and restore information. 3604 means that whatever the information is there, it can print to that page. Now if I will take the backup of the database in backend, it will perform this and all process, okay. So I will be copying this to notepad, Control X, notepad. So if I paste here, first what is doing whenever we perform the backup, backup database is started, opening the database backup with slug. In backend it will put the slug, okay. So what is lock and all I will be discussing, okay. And acquiring bulk lock on the database, and synchronizing with other operation on the database is complete. Opening media set, okay. This one I have explained media set, this full backup, differential backup, log backup, all together is known as one media set. That media set is opening, okay. And we have backup media is open, okay. Preparing the media set for writing. The media set is already ready for backup now. So here if we see is we are not performing checksum, it is 0. Compression also we have not done, it is 0. And encryption also not done. If you see here, we have buffer count 7, and max transfer size it should be 1024 in default. It should be this much. Why it's showing 64 KB? Okay, we'll check, but in default it will be 1024 KB, okay. And it will be clearing differential bitmaps, okay. Whatever the differential maps backups we perform, no, like last, whenever we were performing new backups, it will clear all the differential backup, previous differential backup. That means this differential bitmaps, okay. This and all cleared. Checkpoint LSN checkpoint is complete, and here POFDB LSN. Okay, started LSN, start LSN, last LSN, and here scanning allocation bitmaps, data, and lot of informations are there. Like estimated total size is this many bytes. Okay, and work estimation is complete. Estimation of the backup is complete now. Now it has the other information also. You can ignore this and all. Writing the leading metadata, copying data files. If we scroll down now, we'll be discussing on main things, like copying all the data files. Now whatever the MDF NDF files are there, it is copying the data files. Data file backup process set to run serial mode within one. For data file backup set is opening, okay. So it will be copying everything. And if we see, scroll down, copying all the database is complete. Okay, so writing the end of the backup set, it is backup set has been returned completely successfully, so it is showing that one. And here it is, you can see, means 472 pages are there inside that database. Okay, inside the table we have the pages we have now, we have 472 pages. And at last you can see here, database backup processed 474 pages. Okay, it might be empty pages, 2 pages might empty, that also it took the pages back, that whatever the data is there, that it should take completely. We have 474 pages here. Okay, so backup database is finished. This and all information is present. Again here I will be inserting 2 more records, and I will be performing differential backup. When you perform differential backup, we will check the backup information that as well. I will be pasting this information here. So backup with differential started, same thing, it will be acquiring slock, and we have logs. Okay, log means whenever we run select command, we will be running insert update, something like that, then it will acquire the lock on it. Okay, then SQL Server, we have to check the lock, and it will the acquires a block and all. I will be explaining that in level 3. Okay, so opening media set, the backup media set is open. Here like everything is same. Here also it will be same only, 1024 it should be there here, 1024 it by default. This, if you see here, POFD checksum is 0, compression is 0, encryption is 0, buffer count is 7. As you know that buffer counts is there now in this demo. This will be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this each buffer size, one buffer size is 1024. It can be exceed up to 4 MB. Now it is 1 MB. This is 1 MB by default. So this and all as it is. Okay, same. Here estimated total size and all, it is showing data size is this much, log size is this much. And if you come down, copying data files, again the start lesson, we have here data is copying, everything is same. Last lesson, copying data files is complete. This many pages has been backed up in differential backup. And also in differential backups, there will be log backup as well. If you see here, whenever we perform full backup, right, at that time it will copy all the metadata of the MDF and NDF files, and also whatever the data present inside the pages, it will back up that also. It will avoid blank pages, and also it will back up log records. In the similar way, differential backup also will take the log backup. Okay, this is the proof here, you can see. Okay, in full backup also it will take, in differential also it will take. So here writing the metadata, the writing the end of backup set, and backup data with differential successfully processed 290 pages. This many seconds it took, and 25 second per 25 MB per second it is taking. So it is finished, and now I will be running this log backup, and I will show you. We have here that few more records. Okay, I have run this, and I will be performing one pre-log backup one. Okay, so it's okay. Like I will be again inserting one record, a few more records. Here I will be inserting 2 records backup. Okay, again now this transaction log backup 2 which I have run, I will read that data, that information. Okay, so same thing here, like backup started, it is acquiring slug on the database, synchronizing with other operations on the database is complete, everything blah blah blah. You can see here, like we have here checksum is equal to 0, compression is equal to 0, encryption is equal to 0. Here if we see now buffer count is there, no, at for full backup and differential backup it is 7, for buffer count for log backup it is 6. You can check here, here is the proof. Okay, here this should be 10724 only. By it has some bug, I think we have to patch that SQL Server instance. Here for buffer count is 6. Okay, for full and differential it is 7. That you have to keep in mind. And same thing, everything like this many bytes is copying data is size is this much, log size is this much, log only it has took the backup almost, and here copying transaction log, we have here POFDB and database file and log file here. So writing the end of the backup set, and here backup got successfully completed. Here if you can say, this is the difference you can say, for full differential it is same, and log it will be different. The buffer count will be 6 here. So for example, if we have one MDF file, one reader thread will be there. If we split the backup into two parts, then two writer thread will be there. Okay, so these things and all I have explained already. And also by default buffer count will be 7. For log backup it is 6 by default, and buffer size will be 1024. We can exceed up to 4 MB. So one more thing, guys, whenever we take the backup, right, like a full backup, we will be having the files, now multiple files. If 10 files is there, we'll be having 10 reader threads. Okay, and if you split that backup into 4, then we'll be having 4 reader thread. Totally one controller thread will be there. Totally 15 reader threads, 15 threads will be running in background to take that backup. So these things and all I have already explained. Now we will be whatever we have took now. So last I will be taking one more backup. Okay, that is log backup. What I will be doing, this way I will be running uncommitted transaction. Okay, to show understand the better demo, whenever the restore comes, no, at that time you can understand why I am inserting why I am performing this uncommitted transaction. So here I will copy this two inserts command. So I will be changing as 9 10. Okay, this will be uncommitted. I won't commit this transaction. So I took one backup. This I have inserted already. Now I will be performing one backup. Okay, this is uncommitted, log dot uncommitted I will give. Okay, dot trn. So here what happened, backup log is equal to, okay, pos log tran. Perform backup restore backup log pf2 backup log pofdb to disk equal to path, it's correct only, log 3. I will be doing one thing. I will be deleting that log backups. I think by mistakenly without selecting the particular backup, I have executed that command. Now I will be going to this backup drive, d backup. and I will be deleting everything here. Control A, shift delete. Okay, shift delete means it will delete permanently. So what I will be doing here, I won't take this backup. Okay, I will end it till here only. This I will mention it as a begin run. Begin run. Here I will be mentioning for this command, and then I will be taking that transaction log backup to as uncommitted. Okay, this I will be keep it as UC, uncommitted transaction log to UC. Then I will be refreshing this database and deleting that POFDB. I'm clicking OK. Then I will be executing again that command, create database. Okay. Here I will take another connection because I had deleted the backup. Now it has been disconnected. I am taking new query. Now I will be again creating that database called as POFDB. Now I will be inserting some records. So backup information will be returned to this page. We have to enable 3004 and 3604 trace flag to read the database backup. Now I'll be performing after inserts. This full backup I'll be performing. So inserted 10,000 records. I have performed one full backup. Again inserting this 3-4 records, taking differential backup. For differential backup, what we can do, will be inserting two records 5-6. Okay, into table 1. Now I will be performing a transaction log 1 backup here, and I will be seeing the information about this log backup. I will be copying this information to notepad as it is. Control A, Control X. I will be copying everything here. So if you see the difference here, backup log started acquiring S log. It is same for everything, like full and differential and log, everything is same. Here if you come down, the backup set, media set is opening and preparing media set for writing. So backup is the media set is ready for backup. Here you can check this checksum option is equal to 0, compression is equal to 0, encryption 0. Here if you see for full backup and differential backup, buffer count was 7. Now for transaction log backup it is 6. Okay, so there is the heat difference. Okay, for only this transaction log backup buffer count will be 6, and max transfer size, that is buffer size, will be 1024 by default, that is 1 MB. Okay, so here you have to be you have to note down this. Okay, for full and differential backup buffer count is 7, and for transaction transaction log backup it is 6. This might be in interview question also sometimes. And we have start ls and estimated total size. Here it is 81920 bytes. Data size is equal to 0 bytes because we are performing log backup, right? Log size will be only be recorded here and written as information. 81920 bytes. This work and estimation and all it is coming completed. Writing the leading metadata. Okay, whatever it is writing through that reader thread and writer thread. As you know, here we have in the buffers. Okay, background, and we have this the pages. Okay, pages this much it is processed. Like we have database data file POFDB and log file POFDB log, also in this log file backup. Log backup, and if you see at last the backup log successfully processed 10 pages in this many seconds. Okay, 2 MB per second. So this and all information is present inside the log backup. And if you go here, I will be performing here the uncommitted transaction. Whatever I have till now committed, it is implicit transaction, that is committed transaction. Now I will be uh, mentioning here begin run, and I will be taking this in another query window editor, because if it is till commit, if I run this query here, then I won't commit it, then it will be problem. Okay, then I cannot perform anything till if I commit here in this window. So I will be inserting here, and I will be performing their tail log backup. I will be performing now. Okay, I have inserted two records. This is uncommitted, and here I will be taking here uc.trn with no underscore truncate for tail log backup. Okay, no underscore truncate means it should not truncate. No underscore truncate. So I'll be reading this backup as well. I'll be pasting to new query window here in Notepad, and backup log started acquiring slug for backup, and backup we perform full differential log. Slug only it will acquire every time. Okay, and skip it checkpoint. Backup media is set is open. What is checkpoint and all I will be letting you know. Preparing the media set for writing this and all, it is same, and buffer count it is 6. This one it should be by default 1024, that is 1 MB buffer size. If you go down, it is same. Okay, it has took 0 bytes and 53248 log size. Okay, data file is 0. So the process at 7 pages POFDB file, that is data file, POFDB underscore log, that is log file, and you can see it is here, like it is completed successfully. Now what I will be doing, I will be performing now the restore. Okay, so to perform restore, I will be going to that window here. So I'll be clearing everything here, this one. In this query only, I can mention it has restore database POFDB from disk equal to this path. I have to mention here has no recovery. If I give recovery, if I won't give here anything, then also it is recovery. The database will be coming online. Okay, first we have to restore all the backups, then only we have to mention with recovery the last tail log backup we had to. Okay, no recovery. So now I will be performing this backup. First we have to ensure that we are in master or not. Now you can run this query with no recovery. So we will see, okay, the result here, and I will be same copying to that notepad, and we will be reading the restore information. Here I am refreshing. So because here I had to keep this database in single user mode. Okay, we have multiple connections, so only here also we have, there also have, no. So that's the reason. Alter database name equal to POFDB. Set single underscore user with rollback immediate. Non-qualified transaction will be rollback. That means with rollback immediate. Okay. So after executing this query, I will be restoring this. Again, I will be executing this. Okay. Perform the trail log backup here with no underscore truncate, because I have run one uncommit transaction here. So okay, I will do one thing. I will be taking one more tail log backup. Okay. So we have this, and now I will be performing this restore operation. Okay. Now I will be performing the restore operation. Now this will complete. Okay. Okay, okay, and this is I will copy this information. Now the command has completed successfully. So here I will be running that copying that restore information. So at the time of restore, acquiring ulock on the database, restore database started. Okay, and same thing like you can see here it is ulock. For backups, as you observe, it was slock. Here restoring for restore it is ulock. And planning begins, halting full crawls, full text crawls, acquiring xlock on the database. So xlock it is. Okay, on the database. Again it puts xlock also and ulock also. You see here we have here buffer count 6. Okay, buffer count is 6. As this one you ignore, it is 1024 only. For backup, for restore it might be 1024 only. So buffer count is 6 here. And for restore, for full backup, differential backup, buffer count is 7. For T-log backup, buffer count is 6. For restoring whatever it is, full backup, differential backup, log backup, then buffer count is 6. For restore operation, this I have to keep in mind. This is very important. Okay, buffer count when you perform any restore, full restore, differential restore, or log restore, it will buffer count will be 6 by default. Okay, here is the proof. Here planning is beginning offline restore. So you can see here data transfer is complete, and this many pages has been copying. Okay, from BAK file, and it will open the empty spaces first. Okay, it will have the MDF and NDF files. Here you can see that backup set. So from there it will be copying this many bytes of data, transferring the data transfer is completed. This many pages has been means like opening. Okay, and offline roll forward means I have explained it, whatever it is like a committed and uncommitted transaction. Here I have inserted, I have took backup. This is the committed transaction. Here in the another query window editor, I have took one uncommitted transaction. This also I have backed up. Okay, with the tail log backup. If you can see here, we have the proof. Okay, so that means the redo. Okay, either it is committed or uncommitted transaction. It will take the means it will apply everything at the time of restore. Okay, so that is the meaning of that. If you go down, still we have roll forward, everything that is redo, VLF headers, everything it is complete. And if you see dot down like MHDB is in okay, maintenance is complete. Okay, so if you see restore database completed successfully. Okay, first it will copy all the data from BAK file, and then it will be transferring data, how much data it is and all it is showing in these pages. Okay, how many pages and all it has copied, and dumping everything in MDF and NDF files. And whatever it is, either it is committed or uncommitted, it is applying to that database. Okay, it will, and now I will be restoring differential backup. Okay, so where is the differential backup? Here, restore differential backup database from with no recovery. Here, no recovery. I am restoring database PODB from disk equal to path no with no recovery. So I will copy this. Okay, I will be pasting here similar what is the what and all differential backup has will be reading from starting acquiring ulock like it has slock ulock both, processing the leading metadata, and restore is not complete because it is in restoring state. No, still it is in restoring state. Right click refresh here, restoring, so it is not complete still. Here you can see for restoring differential backup buffer count is 6 only for that as well. Planning is complete, beginning offline restore. And whenever we put in restoring state, database will be not accessible. How if you expand it, it will show inaccessible. So it is in offline state. Okay. So that is the meaning of that. And you can go down. Estimated total size is this many bytes. Transferring the data transfer is completed. This many pages are being transferred, and data file log file is showing here 2 pages is the log file. Data page is 88 pages. Okay. And forward roll forward begins. Okay. Offline roll forward begins. If you go down, database fix up is complete. MSDB maintain is complete. Okay. So now restore has been completed successfully. So this information we have checked everything. Now we'll be restoring a transaction log backup. Okay. Now we will be restoring a restore backup, restore log from disk equal to with no recovery. So I will copy this information also, and I will be pasting here this restore information, whichever it is there. So we'll be reading this as well. Acquiring ulog on the database, restore log started, acquiring slog on the database, processing the leading metadata, first lesson, last lesson, restore is incomplete still because in restoring state, XCNC is buffer count 6 only, beginning offline restore, preparing containers, means that containers restoring the backup set. Okay. To restore that backup set, containers should be ready. Estimated total size to transfer this much size, transferring the data to that MDF and LDF file, processing this many page, we have zero database, zero page for pure MDF file and 10 pages for this you can see here. Okay, 10 pages for MDF here down if you can see, and log we have this file one, restored backup set is restored, and offline roll forward means that means committed, whether it is committed or uncommitted, same thing, same information is there here. Okay. So this backup restore has been completed. So now I will be restoring restoring this transaction log backup too. Okay. I took now that time I will be giving here restore log. It will be same only, restore log PODB from disk equal to with no recovery. This also it has been restored. Now you have to observe carefully, guys. I will be restoring that tail log backup. No, this one also I have restored. This also tail log only, and now I will be restoring that tail log backup one more, which I took at last with recovery. I am mentioning here with recovery. So third one which I have explained right, with recovery point. First is data copy files. Everything it will copy from BAK file and dump to MDF and NDF. That after that data copy phase is completed, whether it is uncommitted or committed, it will redo every operation and come to recovery point. Okay, whenever it completes committed and uncommitted transaction, it reaches recovery point, and after that we have one more operation called as roll backward, that is undo. So what it does in that means uncommitted transaction, whatever, it will remove that, and will whatever the committed transaction it is there, it will apply, and it will open up the database, and transaction will be in clean state. Okay, and database will be accessible. So these things I already explained. I will be showing that in proof. Here I will be copying everything that So here you have to observe carefully. Same thing, same story we have ulock and xlock and same thing like buffer counts. It is preparing containers. Backup set is restoring and transferring the data. We have this many pages for log and data. And if you see here roll here also it is applying roll forward. If you scroll like that bit up. So here it should be a roll backward operation, because whatever the uncommitted there it has to cancel. Last record I have inserted no 7 and 8, that should cancel. Here it should show. Okay, but you can understand, right? Like it will be having after roll forward there will be recovery point, and then it should make the transaction clean by cancelling uncommitted transaction. Then database should be up. So that story it will be there, and here if you right click and refresh it, the database will be in online state, but it is in single user mode. After completing every work, here you can write it as multi, okay, and you can run this command at last, okay. Right click and then refresh, then database will be in online state, okay. So uncommitted transaction and all will cancel. That is the motto, like to explain you guys. At the time of restoration, if you want to relocate the files, you can use with more options. For that you have to right click on the database, task restore database. If you have that option with more here in the general tab, if you go, you have device, right? You have to select that, and you can select the backup path. You have to click on three dots and add that files, okay. You want to restore that D drive backup which I have took, no, D backup. Here this is through GUI, okay. If you select full, I'll be clicking OK. Click OK then. Then here in files option, you have relocate all files to folder. If you click on this, it will go to default path. See program files, Microsoft SQL Server. Here instance ID is there, MS SQL data. And if you want to restore has a different path, then you can select here that path. Here original file name is located in this path, okay. Original file is located in this path, pofdb at mdf and ldf.log. So if you click on this relocate all files to folder, it will go to default file. If you uncheck this, you can select from here restore has. If you can give the desired path what you want, here you can select the drive data, like that you can select, and you can give the new path, okay. File name also you can mention, it has uh, PO, POF DB. If you want to restore as different copy, then you can give it as anything as you want, okay, as you wish. If you want copy, then you can give copy, or else you want same database, you can give this same data file, okay, database data file name. You can click OK. Here it will change the path, okay. Then here you have to give here file name as pofdb.mdf, like that. So hope same thing for log file as well. Here log file, you can select that path, and you can give that log file name underscore log here. So how to do that? Same thing like D data, and you can give the give as pof db underscore log. You can click OK. Here it is for MDF, it is POF DB not MDF. So this also is important to be noticed. Okay. uh, when you restore it, if you select this, it will go to default, but if you want to customize the path and restore to different path, then you can give here, and also the file name can be different. Okay. So that thing I wanted to explain. And next is if you want to restore multiple files to different path, that is also possible. If there is any disk space issue, then you can, at the time of disk space issue, you can manage, you can do space management. Whenever you have, for example, three drives here, this PC, as of now I have two drives, C and D drive. Okay. Here if you have 10 MDF file, one primary data file, and 9 NDF file, and right click file properties. If you go here on files, if you click here, then you will be having, if you have one primary data file and NDF file, if you don't have enough space on C drive, you can split that on D drive as well. You can create a folder in C drive data, like for example, this is primary data file, this secondary data file, and another 5 files you can move here, like file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, file 5. And same thing here in D drive. If you go here, and it is like file 6, you can use from file 6 to 10, you can change here. Okay. Like that you can split into multiple paths, and you can restore the database. That is also possible. Okay. So here I will be changing to file 6 to file here you can change it as file 10 up to file 10. Okay. So 5 files in this drive, 5 files in this drive, you can restore that by splitting into two parts. Okay. 5 files here, and 5 files in the drive. So hope you might have understood. That's all for today's class. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Take care.